Hi, I'm Dave Spiegel, and I'm here to explain a little bit about the Grammar and Communication Program. We also call it GNC. This is the book that we're going to be using. So I'm going to take you through a little bit about how we teach the classes, why it's good for TOEIC testing, TOEIC speaking, TOEFL, TOEFL speaking, TOEFL writing, TOEFL listening, OPEC, and IELTS, even TEPS. This is really going to help your confidence, especially speaking and making longer answers. You're going to get to use the grammar, but we're really not going to spend a lot of time explaining grammar. You're really going to get practice speaking, using, and writing with it. Okay? Ready? Let's go.
Hi, this is Dave Spiegel, and this is going to be an overview of the GNC program. And here's one of our lessons, friends and family. Really, it's about using used to, using present perfect. I have done something, talking about past habits. This is very good for your job interviews. Also, having any kind of a normal conversation in English, especially business related. Our company used to do this, but now we do this. So we give a brief review and overview at the beginning of a lesson. And then it should start to we'll talk about the basics of family. This is also very useful in your Korean job interview. Not as useful in an American or European job interview. We won't ask as many questions about your family. That's considered more personal information. We'll have an everyday English section. I became used to using English, where this form of used to means I'm more comfortable with using English. Then we'll have some critical thinking skills for recognizing meaning. Read the following statements, underline past actions. So this shows that you understand the grammar and you can recognize it when you see it. Most of the listening or reading activities will have a little bit of useful vocabulary for understanding a gathering, which is a large informal event, or a get-together is a small informal event. So we add the words family or friendly, usually to form new collocations. This means new word groups like, oh, it was a family get-together last Sunday. Usually we'll run over everyday English, like how to grab a beer, how to catch a movie. This will help you with a lot of your listening skills and watching movies. We have a lot of talking exercises. Try to describe and discuss your friends and your enemies. Try to use their name. In English, it's very common to use the person's name. Like, my best friend John used to exercise all the time, but then he got a job and had no free time. So you can talk about your best friend, your worst enemy, a close friend, a jerk, an old friend, or an old enemy. Talking about it, how often, using it, I used to, and talk about a restaurant that you like. I used to go to Gangnam to eat out, but I don't anymore because it's too expensive. So now we just hang out at the Han River. Fluency upgrade, Bob Smith used to be. Try to use adjectives for comparing how someone looked in the past to how they are now. We'll go over lots of different adjectives. Step up. These sections are very good for talking about the past. He used to do A until B happened, or he had done A until B happened. So I used to wear a blue shirt until I ripped it. Another common way to talk about it. I used to wear a blue shirt, but then I ripped it. I used to wear a blue shirt, but I ripped it. And these are all acceptable in everyday English. So if you're going abroad, if you're teaching students, foreign students, working in business, this will help you a lot with your listening skill, your speaking skill, and your writing skills also. Should help with your reading skill too, especially for critical thinking and understand situations. So here we just put when I had been studying in the library. I used to be studying in the library. So notice gerunds here. I had been doing B. I used to do B. I have to change studying now to be more like study in the library. So there are many possible answers, and we'll help you really master using all of those. Fluency great again. Used to and would. Would can also be used to talk about a repeated past hobby. I used to go to the beach and I would play with my dog. I used to go to the beach and I used to play with my dog. I would go to the beach and I would play with my dog. My father took me to the Han River where I would ride my bike. And pronunciation focuses too. When we identify some things that might be difficult. I used to play guitar, so there's an extra T in here. I used to. A little space, a little pause right here. What did you used to be good at? Did you used to be good? Notice no used to. And we'll help you with those. A little bit of pausing and fluency. Another good one for your Korean job interview. Describe your family. There are X people. My family has X people. My family has 5 people. So we go over this. A lot of reading out loud exercises, but a lot of fluency extras and a little bit of quiz also to help you with it. And a bonus. Describe what did these famous people be used to famous for? Maybe Ban Ki-moon. Different photographs, very useful in your TOEIC speaking. Describing photographs. Oh, this used to be a busy area, but now it's not. Great. Hope to see you in class. Take a look.